Toy Story 2 is one of my favourite childhood games on the PlayStation 1. It got trophies a couple of years ago, and now I will platinum it. For the second time. This is my Toy Story 2 Platinum 2 Story 2 Furious 2. I already have the Platinum for the PS5 version, and there is a commentary free playthrough of it on my channel from when I streamed it a couple of years ago. But today, we're going to take care of the PS4 version, which has its own trophy list. 18 bronze, 17 silver, and 3 gold trophies to obtain in order to earn this game's platinum. This can be knocked out in about 3 to 4 hours if you're familiar with the game, but not much longer than that if you're new to the game. Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue is an action platformer made by Traveller's Tales long before they became the LEGO guys. Published by Activision long before they only published 2 games per year. We play as Buzz Lightyear, who is to the rescue of Woody after he was kidnapped by Al. We start in Andy's house, the title of which suggests that Andy is the owner of the house and his mother just lives there, probably rent-free, and we have to collect Pizza Planet tokens to progress. These are like the stars in Mario 64 or jigsaw puzzle pieces from Banjo-Kazooie, and while in casual play we do not need to collect them all, for the platinum we do gotta get most of them. You'll need a certain amount to unlock the next level, but if you collect all the tokens in every level you can, you'll never have an issue with progression. There are 5 tokens per level, and every level has the same 5 categories of token challenges. The first one we come across is the boss token, for defeating the mini boss that is hanging out in every level. For Andy's house, that is the tin robot in the attic, who you can only attack when he gets tired and has to rewind. Zap him enough times and the tin robot will come scrap metal, and the first trophy is ours. We also have to make sure that we're speaking to Rex in every level for another trophy. He will also give us hints on what we need to do for other tokens if needed. We don't need him at all, but we'll be polite and talk to him when we see him anyway. The next kind of token we come across is the race tokens. There are 2 types of races. One where you have to collect 5 of an item and then return to whoever gave you the mission in order to get the token. The other kind of race, and the one that we'll be doing on this level, is a straight up race against RC, where we have to beat him over 3 laps around the giant non-remote control car. We win and are presented with the trophy, but sadly no champagne to spray our opponents with. Just before the next token, we have to give Mr. Potato Head his ear back. In exchange, he gives us a temporary power-up, the Cosmic Shield. Whenever we see this, we can walk into it and get enclosed in a ball force field shield, which prevents Buzz from taking any damage, and it will allow him to walk across this poisonous goo that is all over Andy's basement for some reason. The third type of token is the Exploration token, which will either be out in the open and you just need to platform your way to it, or you have to complete a puzzle to unlock it. In Andy's house, it is hanging out on the shelf in the basement. We're going to traverse the goo, swing on some lights over to where the token is, and push some big boxes to get to it. There is no trophy for this one though. Nor is there a trophy for the fourth one, the coin token. In every level, if you collect 50 coins, you can give them to Ham, and he will treat you to another Pizza Planet token. There is usually a big surplus of coins in a level, so this should be an easy one to get in every level. But sadly, there is never a trophy for any of the coin tokens. There is a trophy for the last token of the level, the collectible token. You have to find 5 toys scattered throughout the level, usually at the end of a platforming section. The collectible in the first level are Bo Peep sheep that she failed to keep, so we have to leap across the level, explore high and deep, and then return them to Bo Peep so she can sleep. And also get a token, and a trophy to boot too. The second level is Andy's neighborhood, so he owns the whole neighborhood now. He's like 8 and a real estate magnate. Amazing. Anyway, unless I mention otherwise, I will be getting every token in a level before I move on, but I will only show those related to trophies. Our first trophy of this level is to beat RC once again. However, we have to do it without using the Jet Boost power-up, which does not unlock until further along in the game. This is actually very easy to do. I've done this tactic since I was 8, and I never fail this race this way. All you gotta do is make sure to constantly get in his way when he catches us, and he will catch up. He is much faster than you. And then you... Oh no, that's not good. Well, that's just a temporary blip. I'll be back. Instead we climb the tree to the top. Now I always fall off the tree and it's really frustrating, and I did it first time. This is completely wrong, I'm meant to be good at the race and bad at the climb. Oh well, I'm sure the kite boss will knock me down to earth to maintain the balance. Except he doesn't. He's an easy enough mini boss. Hit him with a charged laser and he will come down to try and spin attack you. Dodge it, him again with more charged lasers, and that's a trophy. Okay, I did the tree and the mini boss, no problem. I'm back in the groove now. Time to beat RC and get this trophy and... oh god damn it. Well, we can continue getting all the tokens for the neighbourhood, including grabbing this 1-up, which brings us up to 9 whole lives, which is good for another trophy, our very first gold trophy. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Toy. I will beat this car even if they pop his stupid tires. Let's go! We finally did it. We are the best! Never in any doubt. Call me Buzz Verstappen, Lightyear Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piaslinky. You get the point. We return Surge's troops back to him where they will no doubt be tried for deserting their posts. And we get a Medal of Honor in the form of another trophy. After 2 exploration levels, the 3rd level is our very first big boss, the biplane. He's pretty easy. He'll fly around and then dive down and try and shoot us. Shoot him while he's down low, and after a few shots, he'll explode in a big fiery mess. I guess we're saying biplane to the biplane.
To infinity and beyond!
Our next level is the construction yard. A relatively small yet tall zone that won't take us very long to grab everything. Luckily, Buzz's helmet counts as head protection, so no need for a hard hat. The first of the 3 trophies tied to this level are for engaging the inner artist and completing the paint mixing puzzle. Hey, look at me, I'm Picasso! For the second trophy, we need to climb most of the way up the scaffolding until we find one of Potato Head's eyes. Reunite him with this part, and he will unlock the disc launcher, a homing weapon with limited ammo that we can pick up. The jackhammer is only weak to the disc launcher, so that is handy to have. We power down that tool for the trophy. Then the last trophy is for collecting all 5 little tykes and reuniting them with the foreman, though now that he has the 5 tykes, is he now a 5-man? For alleys and gullies we cannot get every token in our first visit, so I take care of the 2 easy ones and then move on. Luckily for the exploration token, that comes with a trophy. Riding this balloon over to the trash can to pick up a token, which is definitely not trash. The next boss is the big slime monster. It will regenerate unless you're constantly peppering him with lasers. Usually I give up avoiding damage halfway through and just eat the damage and the life in order to just pew 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 him to death.
To infinity and beyond!
Level 7 is Al's Toy Barn, and once again I cannot get every token in this level first try. I do the boss token here, but I actually super mess up. You see, there's a trophy here for defeating the dragon without touching the goo, and I touched the goo. You beat both of the Roosters races for the trophy though. And I grabbed the token on top of the filing cabinets, which is also worth a trophy. We'll file this one under B for Bronze Trophy. All Spaceland is next, and this one we are able to claim all of the tokens in one go. We start by beating ourselves, though I must be honest and call out the developers here. It's a little embarrassing. I love this game, but this fight is a little buggy. The next trophy we actually have to fail to grab the token. There is a claw machine in the arcade section, and you stomp on the button once to stop it in place horizontally, and then again as it goes up and down. Fail to grab it 3 times, and you get a trophy for some reason. Now the race against the flying saucer scarred me as a kid. All you gotta do is double jump when Buzz hits the red part of the rope to grab the next rope, but if you fail this race, you gotta go all the way back to the start to restart it. Luckily we live in the future and can just rewind if we mess up, which I only did once and was able to claim the trophy. The next trophy is for collecting all 5 little green aliens and transporting them back to their mother ship. The next big boss marks the halfway point of this platinum journey. The boss is a giant version of the blue flying enemies with the lasers. But every time we hit it with our laser, it launches a pod with enemies to attack us. It's not too difficult, just don't let the enemies overwhelm you, and then hit them with some charged lasers, which I did not do, but I got the trophy easily anyway.
To infinity and beyond!
Now I apologise for the next couple of trophies. I record a lot of these via remote play on my laptop while my wife watches the TV, and while it works really well 95% of the time, sometimes it just doesn't. And unfortunately the elevator hop got, well, shafted. At one point the remote play ended, and when I reset it, OBS did not automatically pick it back up, so we end up with about 10 minutes of this on screen. In that time I did get 2 trophies, so I've recorded the little replay it saved of these, but I am sorry for how weird this section may look. The one trophy I captured live while the remote play was merely buffering like crazy was solving the elevator wire puzzle. Get them all in the middle, but every button pushes 1 wire up and 1 wire down. There is a system to these puzzles I always forget, but it's simple enough to get there eventually. The next 2 trophies are the ones I had to grab the replay for. Those are for getting the token in the air duct race, as well as defeating the Spider Gunro mini-boss. Luckily, we're back to full capacity for my favourite level in the whole game, and it's mostly for this level theme. Okay. Epic theme to the side, we have trophies to earn. First one we get from beating the mini-boss only by using a charged laser. I assume the green laser doesn't count for this, so I have to unload that into the void before starting this boss. I don't know why, but I have so much trouble beating this boss with a charged laser. But we get there in the end, it only cost me a life. The next trophy is for completing Bullseye's challenge. Collect 5 horseshoes scattered around Al's living room and bring it back to him pronto, like the wind even, before the time runs out to get the trophy. The last trophy for Al's penthouse is for reuniting Jessie with her beloved little critters. The next big boss is evil Emperor Zurg. Zurg will launch his balls at you. Green ones home in on Buzz. You can whack his balls away by spinning, which is also how I damage Zurg and send him falling all the way to his doom.
and beyond!
We're off to the airport, my least favourite place on earth, but instead of enjoying a 4 AM pint and some yo sushi, we're here to say yo Woody. Airport infiltration is another tall level, and it is here that we got our last power up in the game from Mr. Potato Head. In exchange for bringing back his mouth, he gives us the hover boots, which we can use to gently float up and away for a small amount of time. Our first trophy of the level is for completing Rocky Gibraltar's timed challenge. I always forget where all of his weights are, but the time limit is fairly generous, so once you learn where they are, you should be able to grab them in plenty of time. Though I'll be honest, I don't know why he won't give us more time to grab them all. Maybe to get some more patience, he needs some weight training. Some weight training, like how to wait for longer. Weight training. We fight the Prospector, Stinky Pete, and he learns the agony of defeat.
I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit.
Our last trophy in the airport is collecting the token on top of the broken plane. So we take this broken wing and learn to fly again. Grab the token on top of it. Our final adventure level is Tarmac Trouble, and we know is the last one because talking to Rex gives us the trophy for talking to him in every level he is in. Thanks for all the hints, buddy. Remember, struggling to find where to get Pizza Planet tokens? Check yourself before you Rex yourself, but if you have to Rex, that's okay too. We then defeat the blacksmith boss for another trophy, a trophy that I assume he forged for us after we embarrassed him in this fight. In Tarmac Trouble, the gimmick of the level is that there is a plane constantly taxiing around the tarmac, and we use its wings to climb up to various parts of the level. We did this to reach the blacksmith previously, but we also have to do this to get to the helicopter puzzle, in which we become air traffic control Buzz and turn off all the lights, doing a slightly more complicated version of the elevator wire puzzle from earlier. Turn them off, the helicopter lands, and gives us access to the token it was trying to hide from us. We get all the tokens there, and then it's time for the final boss, which honestly is a bit meh. It's just 3 of the previous mini-bosses, Prospector Pete, the Blacksmith, and the Gunslinger, all at the same time. I don't like this fight, so I just spin and tank damage and win. And we got our final gold trophy. Now it is cleanup time. We only have a handful of trophies to get. Reminder that we do not need to collect every token in the game for the platinum, just the ones attached to trophies. However, I will get every token because I love this game. We go back to Al's Toy Barn to finally repent for the greatest sin I've ever committed, touching the goo. And we do it. We beat the dragon without touching the goo. Now we missed a couple of trophies in alleys and gullies due to lacking the right power-ups. We need the grappling hook power-up we get from the elevator hop level, so we can get these now. There is a trophy we could have gotten the first try just by going hopping mad and jumping on every lily pad that's around Slinky's Island. Hop on the last one, and the mini boss is a clown top, and the trophy wants us to fight it with only spin attacks. Spin versus spin? Well, let her rip! At this point we have done almost everything. The last thing we need to do for the Platinum Trophy is to take a nice relaxing bath in cement.
I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection.
And that is Platinum 137. Toy Story 2 took, and this is a complete accident, 22 hours and 22 minutes to Platinum from first trophy to last trophy. Actual gameplay time is closer to 3.5 hours. When I got the PS5 version, it took 3 hours and 9 minutes, and I was with no distractions or breaks. This game still rules. I really like it, and it's one of my favourite PS1 games. If you're looking for a fun yet easy Platinum, I do heartily recommend checking this game out. This was a good short game for me as well to get back into the swing of things while I work on a bigger project. Expect a couple more before the big thing I'm doing, as I will be doing some retro achievement hunting over on Twitch, where I will also be doing the live streams for the PlayStation 1 rankings, where I'm ranking every single PS1 game I can play as an English speaker. Comment below for games you want to see me platinum or retro achievement hunt. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thank you everyone who has watched this far, you're awesome, and hopefully see you soon.